big fella down there. He's looking to start moving some people around. That one booted through the back of the end zone. Virginia Tech wins the toss, defers to the second half. Going to come out throwing the football. It's a long throw, but an easy throw. And across the 30 up to the 32-yard line. It's a third down and a yard. And the quarterback keeper, and he's able to break a tackle and pick up the first down. Virginia Tech had him buried in the backfield. Went to Auburn, had a great year in 2022, but was not the starter the following year. First carry and a good one for Demon Claiborne. What a defensive stuff made right there. And only one pick. And we know he can run it.
Yeah, he had his most complete game. Oh, here we go.
I mean, right from the get-go, there's no fooling around with Terrion Stewart.
Not at all.
Marcellus Hawkins checks into the backfield. He's a good receiver out of the backfield. Drones under pressure. And he is thrown to the deck. Was that ball taken away from him? I think it was, and it belongs to the Demon Deacons. That was Dallas Afalava, who just ripped the ball right out of Kyron Drones' right hand.
Sometimes.
Screen to Claiborne, look out here. And he's able to get it down close to the 15-yard line. Calvert, he's got a big leg, but he had a huge miss last week. Good snap, good hold, and this time it is a good kick. Well, I tell you, Dave Clawson did a great job at Wake Forest for a long, long time, and we so much enjoyed our time with him last season. Had Wake a couple of times. Last year was a rough season, and he stepped down. Flag comes in late after a good return up to the 27-yard line by P.J. Prelo.
So I can see that being a factor.
Ashford rolls, throws, good throw to Barnes. Thought about cutting it back to the inside, but wisely chose just to... All right, so now Kyron Drones and company, we'll see if they have something to get excited about. And a first down throw and catch made by Donovan Green. And now winding down in a good college career here at Virginia Tech. Hawkins spins away from a tackle, and he picks up the first down. They're going to keep Hawkins in the game. If he's got the hot hand, he will get the football. They hammered off to the wide receiver, Cameron Seldon. Drones a keeper, and maybe that second effort got him there. I think it did. And it is the first down.
Best guy's going to play. The best guy's going to get the most ops.
Those are the numbers we just gave you a second ago. Rolling is Drones on the keeper, lowers his shoulder, and runs straight into Nick Anderson, and then gets it inside the 5. Quarterback keeper. Boy, that is really good defense right there by Wake Forest. They give it to Hawkins, and he will get to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Last week, not even 2 yards per carry. Look how patient Claiborne is, just looking for any sort of opening and able to navigate his way. That's a bunch package up there. A couple of tight ends at the top of your screen. And they pitch it, cutting it back to the inside. And that is a first down run for Ty Clark III. And the chains move for the Demon Deacons.
Yeah, Ty Clark providing that extra spark in the backfield. Bunch formations usually is an indicator. Some new life for this offense in this drive.
And they need it the way they're going. Ashford rolling, throws, and able to find. As that time they put him on the move and hooks up with Carlos Hernandez, a transfer from Washington State.
Yeah, and you can see Hernandez just coming over, just trying to find that soft zone.
So a first down once more now inside the red zone. Last time they came away with a field goal And we know Ashford can run it. And that's a nice, solid pickup on first down and a good decision by Ashford. And they're 0 for 1 today after 1 for 5 last week. Catch made by Micah Mays Jr. Are they going to run it here on third down and a yard? They are with Claiborne, and he's got the first down, and he has a touchdown. A week ago, he became a Demon Deacons career rushing touchdowns leader during the college football playoff era. Wake Forest cashes in the red zone this time. He didn't think that was coming, I don't think, did he? And now Stewart. Rumbling inside the 35. He had that 85-yard run last week, and he breaks one here.
Here he is. It was a matter of time. It was a matter of time before he gets going.
Now by Kyron Stewart. And now rolling to his right. And the catch is made by Selden. Drones, good decision there, fakes a pitch, and he has the first down inside the 15.
Yeah, this is an exciting part of Drones' complete game that he doesn't show too often, but he has in the past to get off the field.
Prelo in motion, throwing his Drones, and a touchdown to Takai Heath. The Hokies back on top. Up Cam. Great shot there. He was playing baseball and football. He never got on the field. That's a juggernaut of a program. Good gain on first down by Demon Claiborne. You know, it's interesting, that whole Auburn situation. Back shoulder throw there. That's a nice throw and a really nice catch. Made over there by Sawyer Racanelli.
Last week.
Ty Clark checks into the backfield. And here comes Barnes. He almost lost the football. Look out here. Cuts it back to the inside. Boy, if he broke that back to the outside, were it not for a really, really nice play. And he's still on his feet. And that's going to be grounding, I think. Did he get out of the pocket?
Yeah, you watch him here in the pocket and just, you know, his presence, he's not aware of the defensive back blitzing on the edge. And, yeah, sometimes there it's just tough. You got to try to find a way to...
Weekend on a sun-splashed, beautiful Saturday. And that's the man who caught the touchdown on the last drive, Takai Heath. And that did not fool Wake defensively. Well played. They got the big 42-yard run by Kyron Stewart. And they come out throwing on the first two downs here.
I don't think Donovan was ready for that catch.
No kidding. How about that? That's a big deal around here. And down goes Kyron Drones into the arms of Langston Hardy. And he has a team best now, 3.5 sacks on the year.
Hardy from Duval County comes through.
Yeah.
Again, he just needs to settle down here and just play fun football.
Claiborne 7 carries for 29 yards. How about this? Little razzle-dazzle. And the catch is made along the sideline by the tight end, Eddie Falai.
You see a double reverse flea flicker. See it and come off his player and make the hit.
Hernandez on a wide receiver screen.
Just a downhill run game. Ty Clark being extremely patient, following the blocks, getting through there. And yeah, and two penalties that are...
You're thinking about trying to get the ball down the field, then you go to 1st and 20. Now an incomplete pass. Now you're throwing again. And the receiver goes out of bounds to stop the clock. I mean, this is just... Ty Clark in the backfield, and they're going to hand it off to him. He cuts it back to the inside. This is actually Barnes who they handed it to. And he gets to play clock at 7, and they snap it. That's a good call. And they're going to have to spend a timeout. They'll stop the clock to replace the ball with
building in the dark is what he wanted. So show toughness and grit.
Ashford looking around. That's a good throw. That might be his best throw of the day.
But this is what Robby can do. This is where he shines. When I'm telling you, when he's accurate on the move, he will throw a dime. And I love.
They've got a couple of touchdowns in there today, and there's a touchdown throw. Make it 3 in a row. Eddie Falai, and how about that change of events?
To show grit, tenacity, this entire drive, and here, again, taking his time. And look, just throws a beautiful, catchable pass. He just looks comfortable, and I'm just glad to see him settle down. You see him beat his defender inside and just throws a great dime. That showed up in the Old Dominion game that Wake Forest is taking advantage of.
Pops the ball up. And the return is up to the 32-yard line. Stewart is in the backfield to begin the second half to the left of the quarterback. Kyron Drones, who rolls to his right on first down. What a catch and what a hit.
You got to get the ones you can get now.
That's right. Now Stewart, and he is able to lunge forward and appears to be maybe a half yard.
And figure out what they're going to do defensively.
They're going to give it to Stewart. And he got it. It was good. Marcellus Hawkins checks into the game. And Drones to throw it. Catch made by Aiden Green, a young man out of Powell High School in Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah, he is. He's good back. And here he is with a big hole. And he just runs right through Anderson all the way down to the 31-yard line. It's a nice start to this drive for the Hokies.
Right on cue, you can see Marcellus hold, and then boom, gets through the hole.
At close to a 50-yard field goal unless you can convert here on 3rd down and 9. Drones with lots of running room, and he will get the first down. Diving inside the 20. Big pickup for the Hokies.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier that man is 230. Once he got a full head of steam and you got
blitz coming, they pick it up. Crossing route, not going to be nearly enough for a first down. Catch is made by Selden. This will be a 33-yard field goal try by John Love. And like he normally does, splits the uprights. So they get 3. It's a good start for Virginia Tech.
He has all the ability in the world to do so.
Their first trip inside the red zone came away with 3 points. Their last 3 trips in the red zone, they scored touchdowns. Clark, more than likely, coming off a monster game in the tough loss to Georgia Tech. First down, and here come the Hokies, down 7.
Try to catch them off guard.
Hawkins bounces off a tackle and then is wrapped up and slammed to the deck. 300-pounder transfer from Georgetown. Drones able to. Very valuable player, has been for a long time on this Hokies team, and they throw him the football and he makes a catch. But he looks like he's a yard short of a first down.
For VTech right now. It's early.
39-yard field goal, and again, John Love right down the middle. The only possession of this half for Wake Forest, and Wake just continues to throw the football. What a play to track down Claiborne, apparently, although Clark has had some nice carries in this game. Throws on 1st and 2nd down, now a throw on 3rd down, and a nice catch. And that was not an easy catch. And into the open field goes Racanelli, and he is all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, that wasn't an easy ball to catch.
That wasn't. But I'll tell you what, You have one play where he sails the football, and you see Robby here step up and show you his athletic ability. Gets the football and rocket. I'm telling you, when he caught that third down last.
Yep, and they've already been 2 penalties that led to 14 points in this game. This would be a third, leading to 17 points.
Again, resuscitating, reviving.
Hawkins, transfer from Central Missouri, on first down, has a gain of 11. All right, here comes the blitz. Flags everywhere, and taken off his Drones. He has enough for a first down, but again, we wait on the penalties. He actually ran, believe it or not, for 11 touchdowns that year, did Arians. Here's Hawkins on first down, closing speed. Beautifully done. 3 plays, 4 yards. They had the 7 plays, 63 yards to get the field goal, and then they have the interception, which, you know, Ashford looking around, just gets rid of the ball into the air. It's intercepted, and racing towards the corner and dropped inside the 5 is Isaiah Brown-Murray.
You see the defensive line come up here, get their hands up for the tip pass right there, and then, like Dan Quinn from the Commanders would say, tips and overthrows, got to get those. Isaiah Brown making plays all day long. Great job playing it. That's what's been happening. A lot of tip passes, and finally, Virginia Tech capitalizes on that play right there. That's a good point. I'll add third downs in there too. Can you convert and can see long drives?
And he's not going to get in. They had first and goal. Okay, now what are you going to do here now? You still have a full quarter of play. This is the same decision as before. A field goal gets you within 4.
Yeah, we have a penalty right here and a player down.
Injury to the offensive player.
Love has been perfect today. He's only missed once all year long. Good snap, good hold, kick is good. Penalty flags come in. Now the question is, all right, here we go in the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 9, and a strike on a pump fake to the left side, and then he hadn't played basically in 3 years until this season. We're only 5 games into it. Throws a bullet there, and that's short of a first down. And how about that? Marcellus Hawkins in the backfield, and Drones play fakes to him, and throws and chopped out of bounds close to a first down is Donovan Green. Drones steps up under pressure. He's got some running room. He throws back across the field, and the catch is made, and that is going to be enough for a first down to Heath, who had a touchdown earlier in the game.
Yeah, he threw me off because I thought he was going to throw it to the receiver that was right in front of him. He threw it across field.
Injured offensive player.
And we have another injury on the field, and it's the receiver on the play there, Heath.
Yeah, Takai took a shot right here. You'll see it as he's fighting this tackle.
Ooh, bang. Yeah, that was Trayvon West who came in, 27. Heath is okay. He's trotting back to the sideline. There you got Donovan Green down at the bottom of your screen. That's Hawkins in motion. Drones in trouble. And down he goes. He is sacked from behind by Newer Gatkuth, transfer from Colorado State.
Yeah, you'll see Gatkuth coming here right off the edge, untouched.
Good snap. Good hold, and he missed it wide right. A rare miss, only the 2nd all year long by John Love. You can make an argument that Love's been the best player in the team so far this year, the most consistent anyway, now quarterback keeper. And that's a good run on first down. And then he went to South Carolina for a year where he played barely at all, only made 1 start, and now at Wake. And they have just converted on a 2nd down and short for the Demon Deacons. We're in the 4th quarter. And they come back the other way. That is a well-designed play right there. And let's see where they spot him. Did he step out of bounds?
spring him open to get those yards. But it's a big third down stop for Virginia Tech. This is a must stop right here.
Quarterback keeper, and a good decision, safe decision made by the quarterback there. Pair of backs in the backfield. We haven't seen that in a long time. And the quarterback keeper. And hugging down to that football after a gain of 5.
Brett, and you're shocked based on the style of these two coaches that pride themselves on discipline.
They give it to Barnes. Breaks it to the outside. And runs out of bounds at the 26. More possession to tie the game.
Yeah, you really hope they don't even get 3 in this situation
that's right.
as well.
Wide receiver screen. That is a beautiful tackle. All right, under 4 to go in a third down. Out of the backfield, leaping a defender and getting enough, it appears, for a first down. What an effort by Ty Clark III. Right in the middle of the field this time. Oh boy, and that is good. Four-man rush. Drones rolling. He's going to keep it himself, and he will step out of bounds. Call the play. Stand there and watch. Fourth down. Incomplete. No penalty flags, and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. The players back onto the field. That clock is absolutely meaningless at this point. It is a 30-23 win for the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. What a big win for this program.